We've got time for a couple of questions if anyone would like to. Please do. It's coming over.
Hello, my name's Leslie Morgan. My company's called Durbin PLC. We're based in England and we supply products to 184 countries. It's very interesting what you said about helping the patients. We do that in a couple of ways. We help companies source their comparators for their clinical trials. But what's particularly useful is that we run managed access programs, which means that patients can benefit very quickly from a drug that's been launched somewhere else in the world. It's very good for the drug company because they get an early revenue stream, but it's particularly good for the patient who benefits from that product. And it's good that companies are realizing that and taking advantage. So I want to congratulate the government in trying to push that sort of policy more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Over there. Is there anyone over here who wants a question after?
Paul Ramsey Healthcare. First of all, I'm having an eye injection in 1 hour. It's not that bad, actually, not painful. But what about bionic eyes? What's happening about, is there ever going to be a bionic eye? I hear it's on the way.
Peng,
yeah.
Give us something on that.
Obviously the bionic eye you've been hearing about is effectively a photo chip that inserts into and connects up with the nerves. And the current bionic eyes are for people whose receptors, the light-sensitive receptors, have died, because usually for genetic reasons. And so you effectively plug in a new light-sensitive chip. The more sort of science fiction version of the bionic eye, of course, is the entire eyeball. That requires rather more sophisticated ideas about link up to the optic nerve, which seemed like science fiction, but I think some of the current work that's being done on nerve link up and nerve regrowth may actually lead us more towards that. But we're still quite a bit of distance away from that bionic eye. Yeah.
Thank you, Peng. So I want to thank, first of all, the speakers again for such interesting presentations, all of you for joining us, and to say what we haven't talked about is how the patients want this. We had a meeting on rare diseases a few weeks ago, and one of the patient representatives who runs Rare Diseases UK stood up and said, would you lot stop fussing about confidentiality? We need the outcomes of all this work. Of course we want you to protect us, but please get on with it and don't get stuck in silly things. And that was a cry from the patients, and we're listening to that. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, I do have to make, I would forget, wouldn't I, some announcements. So on your seats, you've got a rather sweet little sweetie tin, but it's got a memory stick in it. Do take it home, it's got everything in it. The chairs also have an evaluation feedback form. Please fill that in and make sure we get it, because if you've enjoyed it, it may well be that we can persuade UKTI to entertain us all again. And to remind you that there's a showcase outside, an innovation showcase. Do look at that, and if you want to know more about NIHR, there's a kind of electronic table down as you go down the stairs on the right that's great fun to play with and see what we're all up to. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.